Phenomenal victory for Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. They win 2-1 and offer the first defeat to Antonio Conte's Chelsea team. And I will get into the game and what my thoughts are. But I first feel like it is my duty to bring up one thing about a manager that is often overlooked and kind of lost in amongst the pack with philosophies and tactics and all these different actions on the side. All this that Guardiola, Antonio Conte and Mourinho love to do. Do you know what sometimes players need? And bear with me as I channel my inner notebook, because I did watch it last night, a little bit emotional. They need one of these. Just a hug, you know what I mean? Just a, you've got this. This is all you need. You've got all the essential tools that you need to perform well in the Premier League. And all you need is a reminder that that's all you need. Because Jurgen Klopp, at the end of that game, and I've criticised Jurgen Klopp. I criticised him after the game against Arsenal because they needed a left-back and he adjusted to that. He didn't obviously hear my concerns and then just adjust because of me. Everyone screamed from the rooftops, Moreno's garbage. Even if he dyes his hair blonde and wants to look like Messi and Neymar, he's still garbage. And he realised that, and as a good manager, adjusted. And now, at the end of that game, he treated it like a cup final. Every player that came off the park got a congratulations from him, got a hug, got a high five, got a big brother grab and shake as if to say, well done, mate. Good job. I'll give you a wedgie later. Like, he is a lad with them, right? And there's a line that you need to watch. Like, you don't want to go on the side of being taken advantage of by being too much as one of the lads and kind of not having that authoritative figure. But there's no doubt in my mind that he knows when he needs to put the foot down and let them know that they're not performing well. But he offers the support and the encouragement and the positive reinforcement that is needed in a manager. José Mourinho will do it now and again. Pep Guardiola, you know, we've seen him up close and personal with his players when it comes to in training, directing them. I remember those videos that used to emerge of him directing his players and giving them words of advice. But sometimes they just need to know that they're doing good. Jordan Henderson is the type of player that I think you're going to get 120% out of Jordan Henderson 9 games out of 10. But there's a game where you might not get the most out of him. But you know who will drag out that extra 10, 15%? Is Jurgen Klopp. And do you know who will help in getting that moment of brilliance, which already is an early contender for goal of the season? Jurgen Klopp. And that's why you see at the end, each player has his own kind of special connection with that guy. And we just continuously bombard the headlines with the tactics that José Mourinho is going to offer to Manchester United and the difference that a Pep Guardiola triangular system is going to do to Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero. Sometimes these players just need to know that they're good footballers and that they've got the ability, when they work hard collectively, to pull off a great result, such as going to play an unbeaten team who are hard to break down and winning in their own backyard. So I give Jurgen Klopp all the congratulations in the world for that result today. And now moving forward, Liverpool bring to a close one of the toughest opening fixture lists in the Premier League that we've seen. Going away to Arsenal, winning. Going away to Tottenham, drawing. Beating Leicester, last year's champions. Beating Chelsea, 2 years ago's champions. And of course that hiccup against Burnley in between. So they're standing okay, considering that they've had one of the toughest schedules. And again, you don't need to remind me, you don't need to throw my words back in my mouth when I ripped Jurgen Klopp apart and Liverpool after the Burnley game, because that wasn't good enough. But it doesn't mean that a good manager suddenly just backs off when it comes down to facing, to getting scolded against an inferior opponent. No, a good manager knows when his players need to be told that it isn't good enough, and then when they need to be encouraged when they go on and perform well. So that's not saying that Chelsea were bad. I thought that Chelsea had plenty of chances to equalise in that game. And I think that Diego Costa, proven again he's a handful, gets back on the score sheet. Dejan Lovren was the man that opened the scoring, an unlikely goal scorer. But they looked more solid at the back, Liverpool. They looked more comfortable in the chaotic environment towards the end, where you'd expect a Mignolet to come out and make a rash error, or maybe a Dejan Lovren to put a foot wrong. But him and Matip looked a little bit more solid. And I think that collectively they deserved their victory with the hard work ethic that they showed. And that goal alone is a good enough goal to win any game. So although the recap, as I'll call it that, is more opinionated towards Jurgen Klopp, that's what you're going to get from me here. I'm not going to spend the time reiterating all the things that you could go onto Sky Sports feed or a BBC feed or wherever you get your highlights. On YouTube, you just want an opinion, and that is my opinion. Jurgen Klopp deserves the credit for this victory just as much as any of those players out there, because he is a fantastic manager. I would love to play under him. I'd love to go out and get a beer with him. And I think also I wouldn't like to piss him off because he will know when it's time to bring down the hammer. Either way, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Was it a great game for you to watch? Apologies to Chelsea fans if you had to sit through and listen to me ramble on about Jurgen Klopp, but that's what's going to happen. If Antonio Conte shows the same sort of tactical prowess that gets them over that hump and gets them a phenomenal victory, I'm going to come out here and spend 5 minutes talking about how good Antonio Conte's tactics are. But at the moment, Liverpool come away with a victory, and they are the team that's left smiling on a Friday night game, which I'm firmly on board with, by the way. Monday night football, Tuesday night Champions League, Wednesday night Champions League, Thursday night Europa League, Friday night Premier League. Can't complain. Francis_Maxwell on Twitter, and I'll catch you guys soon.